Have you ever wondered why there are so many different languages in the world? Why can't we all just speak the same one? It would certainly make traveling and meeting new people a lot easier. Well, believe it or not, ancient stories say there was a time when everyone on earth did speak the same language. This is the incredible story of the Tower of Babel. Our story begins a few generations after the Great Flood, a time when humanity was starting over. Everyone lived together in a land called Shinar, which we now know as ancient Mesopotamia. They were one people, united by a single language and a common purpose. Life was good, and the population was growing fast. As they settled in this fertile plain, they discovered a new technology, making bricks. They learned to bake them thoroughly, making them strong and durable, and used tar for mortar. This was a major breakthrough in construction. With this new building power, a bold idea began to form. The people said to each other, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered over the face of the whole earth." This wasn't just about building a skyscraper. It was a statement. They wanted to create a monumental center for their civilization, a symbol of their unity, strength, and ambition. They were proud of what they could achieve together. By building this tower, they hoped to stay together forever, defying the natural tendency to spread out and populate the globe. They wanted to control their own destiny and reach for the divine. So, the construction began. Day after day, thousands of people worked together. The sound of brickmaking and construction filled the air. The tower grew higher and higher, a man-made mountain rising from the plains. It was an amazing feat of engineering and cooperation. From a distance, it must have looked like a stairway to the sky, a testament to human ingenuity. The people looked at their creation with immense pride, believing they were invincible, capable of anything they set their minds to. Their unity was their greatest strength, and the tower was its ultimate expression. But someone was watching from above. The story says that God came down to see the city and the tower the people were building, and he wasn't pleased with what he saw. It wasn't the tower itself that was the problem. It was the pride and arrogance behind it. The people were trying to make a name for themselves, to reach the heavens on their own terms, essentially trying to be equal to God. They were forgetting their place in the universe and putting their own glory above everything else. God saw that with their unity and shared language, nothing they planned to do would be impossible for them. This boundless ambition, driven by pride, could lead them down a dangerous path. So he decided to intervene, not to punish them, but to guide them back to a more humble path. He said, "Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." And just like that, everything changed. Suddenly, a worker would ask for a brick, and the person next to them would hand them a hammer, completely misunderstanding. A simple instruction would be met with a blank stare or a string of incomprehensible sounds. Imagine the chaos. Communication, the very foundation of their project and their society, completely broke down. Frustration mounted, arguments erupted, and the cooperative spirit that had built the tower so high evaporated. The construction site, once a symbol of unity, became a place of confusion and division. Unable to understand one another, the people could no longer work together. The grand project came to a screeching halt. The half-finished tower stood as a silent monument to their broken ambition. With no way to communicate, the people began to drift apart. They formed new groups with others who suddenly spoke the same new language as they did. The one great family of humanity was fractured into many. From there, God scattered them over the face of the whole earth, just as they had feared. They left their unfinished city, which came to be called Babel, from the Hebrew word balal, meaning to confuse. Each new linguistic group went its own way, spreading out to different corners of the world, taking their unique cultures and languages with them. And that, according to the story, is how the world came to be filled with so many different peoples and tongues. So, what can we take away from this ancient tale? The story of the Tower of Babel is more than just an explanation for different languages. It's a timeless, cautionary tale about human pride and the dangers of unchecked ambition. It reminds us that unity is a powerful force, but when it's driven by arrogance and a desire to usurp a higher power, it can lead to division and failure. It suggests that there's a natural order to things, and that part of the human journey is to spread out, explore, and diversify. In a way, the story also highlights the beauty in our diversity. While a single language might seem convenient, the world's variety of cultures and languages makes our planet a much richer and more interesting place. Each language holds a unique worldview, a different way of thinking and expressing the human experience. The confusion at Babel may have been the birth of the beautiful, complex, and diverse tapestry of humanity that we know today. It's a powerful story that has fascinated people for thousands of years, inspiring countless works of art and literature. It makes you think about the nature of communication, the limits of human ambition, and the origins of our global diversity. The next time you hear a foreign language, maybe you'll think of the Tower of Babel and the incredible story of how we all went our separate ways. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey back in time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories that shaped our world. See you in the next video.